Hello classes and welcome to this new video. Today we are here with Diana from APY in Armenia. In this video we are going to interview her and see what APY is doing. So if you are a youth worker and just start thinking about creating your own Erasmus Plus project, stay tuned, watch the full video because she's going to tell us and she's going to give us very quick videos. And by the way, her organization started out as Erasmus Plus Project. Okay, so Diana, let's also discover a bit the place where you implement projects.
Sure. Welcome to Dilijan. We are in a very nice city of Dilijan in Armenia. You can see it now.
So we are back from Dilijan here with Diana. It's going to be nice. So let's get to know a bit more about APY. But first of all, can you introduce yourself for the community of classers to get to know who are you?
Sure. Thank you, Jesus, for the introduction and for the video. I am Diana from the Armenian Progressive Youth NGO. I am the executive director here. Our NGO is based in Armenia, which works for 15 years already in Armenia. During these years, we have worked with more than 150,000 youngsters. We have organized more than 600 projects internationally and locally. We have a huge number of volunteers, which is around 4,500, and we have a constant members community, which every year is added by 200-300 people.
Okay, wow. Impressive numbers. And what's your work within Erasmus Plus?
So we are both hosting and sending organization for Erasmus Plus.
Okay.
We are helping young people from Armenia to have an access to Erasmus Plus projects in other countries and also in Armenia. And also we are applying for Erasmus Plus projects with different partners from different countries and organizing them in Armenia. So our main goal is to engage young people in international activities, to gain more knowledge, to meet new people, new cultures.
Great. I think that would be great if you explain us a bit more, like how do you make projects? Because I remember yesterday we were talking a bit about it. Like you can apply for a project in one country and then implement it in another one, but practically we don't know how it works. Can you tell us a bit more about how you make it?
That's an amazing experience as Erasmus is letting us to organize different stage projects. So basically we are doing one stage in Armenia and another stage in our partner countries, which is quite interesting experience as there is a very good bond between participants as they are having a commitment to meet again some months later, and during that period of time they are having time for local activities, and sometimes even they are having fundings for that to do something in their communities and then come and present during the seminars.
Okay, so what kind of projects do you practically implement? Is more like youth exchanges or youth participation activities?
We are more concentrated on training courses.
Okay.
But during the year we are also organizing some 2-3 youth exchanges, but more like training courses, seminars around the topics of diversity, youth inclusion, environmental activities, gender equality, and whatever can come to your mind.
Okay, so the main goal, the main mission is to work with the youth, or you have some specific topics that you work on?
No, our main mission is to work with youth, to empower youth, to give more knowledge to young people. We have a direction of environmental activities, which is very important for us at this moment, as we have our alternative youth center, which is working for the last 1.5 years in Yerevan. It's the only youth center in the capital, and it has become the favorite spot for the young people. I think for the last 1.5 years, we have hosted more than 6,000 young people, and we have financed more than 300 to 400 youth initiatives on environmental issues. So it's also somehow connected to Erasmus.
Well, indeed it is. It's interesting because sometimes, the whole community is always complaining about how youth work works, that we are lacking funds and stuff. But then you come to Armenia and you realize that there is not even a program for that. No, it's you taking personal initiative, private initiative to work with youth.
Yeah, it's interesting that we have a chance to have big fundings for the youth initiatives. But yeah, with the help of EU funds, we can realize that.
You do it only through EU funds, or maybe you get other types of funds to create and to develop this kind of youth projects here in Armenia?
It's mainly EU funds or US funds, but not for sure the local funds.
Crying.
Yeah.
Okay, how did it come that one day some people here in Armenia, or in Yerevan particularly, decided to gather up and say, okay, let's start creating youth projects, whatever we will find the fundings from? Like, how did it start?
Okay, about the start, I was too young, I don't remember, but as I may have heard, there was just people studying together had a chance to go for an Erasmus Plus project and then decided to create their own organization. And it usually happens like that, I think.
Indeed, it happens like that.
Yeah, they understood that there is a lack of opportunities for young people in Armenia because of mentality, because of like being far from the West, and they decided that they need to do something to empower young people in Armenia so the young people can bring some positive change. And I can say that we can see the results now.
After how many years?
After 15 years.
15 years
Yeah.
of work, no?
Yeah.
When did you got involved into the organization?
I got involved in 2018 as a volunteer. Then I became a member. Then I became a project assistant, project manager. So it was a long journey with APY.
And now you are on the top,
yeah.
the executive director.
No elsewhere to go.
The race, okay, it's great. But what you are saying is very cool. I didn't know that actually the members started in an Erasmus Plus program. Like we have an incubator in Plazas where we help also young people and we guide them and mentor them on how to create their own organization, their own projects. And I didn't even imagine that APY here in Armenia started as a group of people inside of Erasmus Plus project. It's the power of Erasmus. It was just
a youth group. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, and now we have around 300 partners all over the world, and like most of them we met during Erasmus Plus projects, and I think it's like something very important to note. That's why you should go for Erasmus Plus projects, make connections, do networking.
You should. We have an incubator, like a Discord community. You can see it on the comments on this YouTube video, in case you are interested in also developing within the Erasmus Plus world. But it's quite interesting that you are. I guess you also joined some Erasmus Plus programs.
Yeah. My first project was just like a random idea. My dad called me and said, like, you are going for an Erasmus Plus project. I was just 18 years old. I was okay. What is that? I went there. And from that organization, I found about APY, became a volunteer, and now I work here for the last 6 years already.
So from unknown to all in, no? Full time.
Yeah, I was like having no idea about Erasmus Plus at all.
Well, it's a huge program. Still, we are all learning about it because time doesn't allow us to read all documents that are about Erasmus Plus. But little by little, we are trying to make our change through Erasmus. It's great. So, what kind of projects are you having right now? Like, for instance, we are right now in a project of yours. That's why I'm here in an IPV visit. But what other projects are carrying out inside of, like, within the Erasmus Plus program and also outside?
Okay, within the Erasmus Plus, we will have a training course in August, which is like the continuation of this project about gender equality. Then we have in October again in Armenia about like living library, which is a very interesting method that is worldwide known, that people can come sit and share their stories, and other people like book readers can come approach, ask questions. So we are going to teach that methodology to the young people so they can go to their countries again, organize their local activities. And then we will meet in May in the Netherlands for the seminar, for the presentation of the results. And then we have some peace building training courses inside of Erasmus Plus. But outside of that, we have become more and more diverse in our like directions of the projects. We are doing a lot of humanitarian work at this moment, and also a lot of women's empowerment projects. At this moment, we have like some 15 ongoing projects that are like for a long term in APY, and the important ones are like entrepreneurship and employment schools for women. We are teaching them the very basics of skills and also how to apply for grants, how to get the grants. And we're having some seed funding for the women to restart their businesses or to create their own businesses.
Wow, big and wide approach,
yes,
no?
And it is like in all the regions of Armenia.
In different regions of Armenia, no?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not only in Yerevan?
No, we are trying not to concentrate on Yerevan. Of course, like in all the regions, there are some organizations that are working with local people, but yeah, we are trying to engage at least like nearby regions.
And how do you manage to carry out all these programs? Like you manage it through your personal staff, or you have also volunteers based?
Our staff is pretty big. Like we have 15 permanent workers, and like we have a pool of trainers, experts, which are around 10 people. So we are managing to do it mainly in the youth center, but also we have contracted facilitators in different countries whom we have trained already, and together with them we are able to organize everything.
Great. Well, very good job.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so this is what you have, and there is any kind of particular strategic line that you want to start implementing, new topics, maybe new funds, new ideas that you are having inside of the organization?
Yeah, I mean, our main goal at this moment is to have more youth centers like alternative in the regions, because we have seen in our experience in Yerevan that it is like a perfect hub for young people to gather together. We are planning to open more spaces like this in the bordering regions of Yerevan and then like go further, because there is lack of physical spaces. This has become a safe space for young people who can come, who can share their ideas, and like they will not be judged at all here. That's why we think that we need to have more spaces like this, and that is our plan for these upcoming years.
Because I think we should underline it. So far, this one is the unique youth center in whole Yerevan, but maybe also in the whole Armenia.
No. Only in Yerevan. In Armenia there are some youth centers, but they are not like very, very active. In some regions there are active ones. The idea is having alternative youth centers everywhere with the same design.
Okay. And is there maybe something that we can do from the community to help you out? Like, is there some kind of promotion that you can do to maybe partners, to maybe also youth people here in Armenia that maybe will watch this video, or maybe youth people in another part of the EU that might watch this video?
I think, yeah, like firstly it came from the like communities itself, because like they need to be open for these kind of spaces, especially in the regions. The communities are more like close-minded, so it will be hard to have an ongoing youth center there. But yeah, getting funds, finding new partners will help us a lot to open new spaces. And like these kind of spaces are now in 6 countries, and we are planning to have 2 more at this moment, and we are also open to new cooperations. So if you think you want to create a space like this in your country, you are open to contact us so we can think about something together.
Okay, we will leave your link inside of the video description. Maybe any other contact, like your Instagram, they can find you. And we'll keep going with your work, because I think it's amazing what you are doing. And thank you very much for inviting us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.